Hey everyone, Ashley here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today we're going to be talking about the decks that I want to work with during the month of November. I almost said October, but no, we're in November, you guys. Whew. Okay, so November Tarot and Oracle decks. Well, okay, it's mostly Tarot. I don't know. I mean, I do have some Oracle decks here, ones that I have really, ooh, you know what? Hold on a second. There's another one I want to grab. Let me just grab it real quick. It's right behind me. Oops. Scooch that over. Okay. Right behind me, I have it here. So there are a few Oracle decks that I want to work with during the month. So let's dive in. Now, I know I normally, so on Patreon, I have been working with one specific deck each month. However, I think I'm going to switch that up, which I'm going to do. I need to do a video for them as well. Or just explain it here, maybe. I don't know. I just feel like I need to go with my intuition here, which I'm trying to balance out. That was one of the things that I have learned recently about myself, is that I really need to find balance and listen to my intuition more. So that's what I'm doing. And while I love working with one specific deck each month to really get to know it and to know its energy, its personality, really see like how that deck works with me and how it will help me on my journey, I really do love doing that. But at the same time, I'm really learning a lot with a couple specific decks right now. And so that's kind of where I'm like, I just want to focus on those right now. However, I am going to be showing some that have piqued my interest, or ones that I kind of feel drawn to that I want to maybe possibly work with. Again, it's going to be kind of like October, where like I shared a bunch of decks that like I feel drawn to, but like I didn't necessarily get to them. But we'll see how it goes, because you guys will see in my November favorites which ones really stuck out to me. Okay, so let's see where I want to begin. Okay, first we're going to start with this one. This one I had mentioned in my tarot tag video as well that I did recently. And the reason why is because it was the prompt that I had for it was like, if I were to go on vacation, or if I wanted to live somewhere, where would it be? And I chose the haunted, or tarot of the haunted house, because I love spookiness and I love ghost hunting and all of that. And this just kind of has that vibe of like exploring like an old mansion and figuring out all of its secrets, or all the things that might go bump in the night. And I don't know. I pulled it out and I was like, I really want to work with this deck more as well. Even though like we're moving into November, I mean, we're still moving into the darker months. So I'm going to want to work with more darker decks anyway. But also, this deck has a really good storytelling vibe. And for the month of November, I really want to write another story. Typically in November, my friend and I, we have participated in NaNoWriMo. But I mean, there's a long story there. But I still get in the habit of like, just like, now's the time to write something. Like, it's kind of the habit that I built, that November is like writing month. And it's a creative outlet for me. It allows me to be creative, to create a world, to create characters and a whole story. And this deck is one I kind of want to work with for that. And I feel like if I pull cards from this, I don't know. I just think it'd be so fun to work with this and like pull cards and be like, okay, what's this scene, or how should this scene unfold, and like pull cards around that. I think that'd be so fun, because the story I do want to write is about a haunted house and figuring out secrets and things hidden within the walls and all that. So I think this deck would be really fun to do that. So this one's on the list. We'll see how well, or how that all plays out, but I just think that would be really fun. Another one that has captured my attention is the Gothic Literature Tarot by Syrian Shadow. I do believe this one's out of print now. I think I saw that it was out of print, but this deck is beautiful, and I just love the the vibe of it. And, it's all foggy and misty and dark. You have the Gothic buildings, and you have the ravens in it, which I absolutely love. But it's just so beautiful. And like, even though I haven't read all the stories yet, which I still need to, the Gothic literature stories, because each major arcana card is associated with a Gothic literature story. And even though there's still some that I haven't gotten to yet, it's still such a fun deck to work with. And I do have, like, the guidebook, he does give you like a brief description of like who the character is that's on the major arcana card. So you still get a little brief info there on the story that you can tie into your reading, but it's such a beautiful deck just to use as a regular tarot deck as well. So I feel pulled to work with that one. And then the next one that popped into my head is the Mary L Tarot, which I need to be careful and not show certain images because that wouldn't be good on here. But this one's beautiful. I love this. This Two of Wands here. Two of Wands is like possibilities, right? It's like you're gathering that fire energy and you're getting creative and you have all these ideas and things and you're just gathering all of that like inspiration. And to me, this looks like a portal. It looks like we're gathering inspiration and we're getting ready to step through the portal and start creating whatever it is we want to create. And what's really cool is that there's like faces and bodies, like it's tree, it's the trees, but there's so much to see and look at in there. So it's really cool. The artwork in this deck's just absolutely beautiful. I love this. The Phoenix for Judgment. Hello. You know what? That's totally amazing because we were talking about the Phoenix and rising up from the ashes during a Samhain observance that I participated in. And that's perfect. That's so perfect. So yeah, I have to work with this deck. I have to work with this one. I want to get to know this deck more. I haven't worked with it a whole lot in a while, and I really need to work with this one. So this one is definitely on the list for sure. Plus the guidebook to it is amazing. What was her name? Is it Mary White? I know her last name's White. Is it Mary? Oh, Marie. Marie White is the creator of this one, and the artwork and everything is just fantastic. So that one is definitely, plus I love the backing, and it's the year of the snake and just shedding of the skin. And this deck is based on like, she does reference religion, like the Christianity myth and stories and all of that. And I think that this deck is going to be really good for helping me with some conditioning around that too. So I'm excited to work with that one. That Judgment card just totally like re-inspired me. Like, yeah, that's the reason why it's on the list. Okay, the next one, which is a study deck for me, is the Night Sun Tarot. This one I had told you guys about, that I had a dream about this one, and so I was like, I need to work with it. And the artwork is captivating to me. It's very magical, and I believe that it is very potent. And something that it's a deck that I really want to sit with and study and like look at the symbols that are on here and just do like an in-depth study with it. So this is a study deck for me, and I want to get to know it better this month. So that one is on the list. Okay, next one, which I had to pull this one back out, is the Darkwood Tarot. I have been feeling really drawn to this one again, and I loved my month of study that I did with this one and grew closer with it. But also during that same Samhain observance, we had worked with Hecate, and so that's the reason why I want to work with this deck, because in the guidebook, Hecate is mentioned in this one. And so I feel like this deck just connects me right in with her. And so I really want to work with this one as well. I felt a big connection there. So I want to, again, work with this one along with her. So Darkwood is there. Okay. This one is like it's such a totally random one. I've had this one for a while. It was gifted to me, and I haven't really worked with it a whole lot, but hold on, a card is stuck in there. But I kind of want to just get to know it a little bit, do an interview spread, and just see like what energy it has. And it is, what we're talking about is the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. I will say the artwork is cool. I like the bright colors. So like sometimes, like, you know, as you guys have seen, dark themed decks are my thing. But every once in a while I want like a bright pop of color. And I don't know, this deck might be like a spring and summertime deck, but we'll see. There's some images in here that remind me of the Fae as well. There's like an image of like a little inky dinky, like little being in the leaves, and with a hand like saying, "Hey, come here, come here." And at least that's what it reminds me of. And so that reminds me of the Fae. So I don't know. I'm really curious about this one. It was created to be, let me see what it says here. If the universe were to sleep, where would her dreams lead? So it's interesting, and I'm really curious if you guys have this deck. What are your thoughts on it? Do you like it? What type of energy does it have for you? Like I don't know. I'm just so curious about it. And again, I'm going to see like what it tells me. But I do really like the bright colors. It's like, I don't know. I just love all the pinks and the purples and the blues and it's really pretty. I really like the colors in this deck. So yeah, this one's on the list, so I can just kind of see see how the journey unfolds. I also really like the backing. I think that looks really pretty. Okay, so those are the ones that are definitely ones that I want to work with. And then of course, this one I'm always working with. I always am going to be pulling from this one because lately it's been very, I mean, it always, this deck always gets straight to the truth and tells me what's what. I have such big love for this deck. And I kind of want to do a video on it, but I've almost had this deck for 2 years. So I kind of want to do something special. But this deck is amazing. Absolutely. TOV forever. Okay. Why is that? Do I have these? I have these kind of backwards. Okay. Now we're going to move into some Oracle decks. So those are all the tarot decks that I'm wanting to work with throughout the month. And Oracle decks, I'm definitely going to keep working with Lost Oracle because it paired with Tarot Vampyres was absolutely amazing. And I'm really curious now how well it'll work with Mary L. Tarot. I'm really curious about that pairing now. But this deck is really amazing. It's really empowering and insightful if you walk the witch path. And I know I got some really good insights with it with Tarot Vampyres during the Samhain observance, and in regards to letting go and finding balance. And yeah, there's just a lot to it. And the more I work with it, the more I love this deck. So I definitely want to work with this one more during the month of November. The next one I want to work with is the Faeries Oracle by Brian Froud and Jessica Macbeth. The guidebook to this deck is amazing, and can't show that. The guidebook to this deck's just amazing, and I love their messages, and they're very tricky, but also they're there to be supportive. Like they want to support you sometimes and really show you truths and things. And I just really love the Fae energy, and it really gives me that grounded feeling with being connected to the earth, to nature, and all of that. So this is a deck that I want to work with as well. I have this one on the list because I worked with it a great deal during a workshop in October, and it's the Les Vampyres Oracle, and I really love it too, paired with Tarot Vampyres. This deck is really, the keywords on it are amazing and just really spoke to me. So This one's on the list as well. The artwork's by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and I love her artwork so much. So this one's on the list as well because I'm sure I'll probably be working with it some more. Okay, last deck is another Jasmine Beckett Griffith deck, and it's the Alice in Wonderland, or Alice the Wonderland Oracle, excuse me. This deck is a newer deck to me, and actually I got it last month. And you know what? I just recorded also my October favorites video. Excuse me, I'm adjusting my leg. Hold on. I recorded my October favorites video, and I totally forgot to add this to the list. This is also a favorite of mine, though. This deck, again, I got it at the beginning of October, and I really love this deck. It's beautiful, okay? I love Jasmine's artwork, and this deck, even though it's Alice in Wonderland, you know, like, the original story isn't all sweet and fun like the Disney version of it. And it's funny too. I have the books. I bought the books during the month of October as well, and I'm reading through those. But also, I watched the 1999 version, or the 1999 movie, and I remember watching it as a kid, and so it was really fun going back and watching that one. But I just love the idea of you're literally going down the rabbit holes with this deck. You're following the rabbit and like going to so many different places in this deck. And this deck is very truthful. The messages in it are very like, hey, let's look at this. Like, what's this one? I wonder what will happen next. And then I love the keywords because there's ready to adventure, precipice of change, pause before action. So it's really good. Look at that. Keep your temper. Like, hey, keep your temper in check. Yeah, see, don't allow anger to rule you. Follow your own advice, your own good advice. So this deck's just absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness, I love this deck so much. So this one's on the list because I definitely want to work with it more. Okay, that's all of the decks that I want to work with for the month of November. Again, you'll see in my November video which ones I did gravitate towards the most. But currently, this is what I really want to work with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any certain decks or anything, or just decks that you want to work with for the month of November. I would love to know. And let me know what your favorites are. And I hope you guys all have a good day, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Bye.